So if you go to calendar, it will automatically bring you to the list view section. From this section, you'll see all of your today's appointments. So once your calendar is all booked up, you'll see all of your today's appointments, and you can start the encounters from here. And you can look at different information. So if you go to the day, week, or month view of the calendar, this is where you'll be able to schedule in patients. So once you'll click down, type in a name, and if that patient's already in your database, whatever key phrase you enter in there will auto-populate in here. If the patient is not currently in the system, you can add them as a new patient on the spot by clicking New Patient at the top. Then you'll just have to fill out some basic info to add them to your database and to schedule them with an appointment. Once you add in a patient, you'll then select the provider that patient needs to be booked with. You don't have to, but you can specify the different visit type that they're coming in for. And also, if you want to book them in a specific room, from the resource view, you'll fill out which room you want to book that patient in. There's different appointment modes, so if it's just a phone call, you can schedule them for a phone consult or in person. So when you look at past encounters and you look at the phone consult, you can see if the patient has come in for an in-office visit or a phone consult. So this is a good place to kind of keep note of that, so you can look at later. So we'll go over that later from the past encounters view of the patient's dashboard. But just so you know, that's a kind of cool way to keep track of that. Also, for a date, you can schedule them for a single date or a time period. So if they can come in every day at that time, or if you want the patient to come in, for example, every Monday at 12:40, you can set that up. So there's a couple different ways that you can schedule patients on a rolling basis. So also, you can specify the reason for why they're coming in. So when you enter this in here, let's do it. This will then go on the list view of the calendar. So it's important to, if you want to keep track of why they're coming in, enter in the reason, and then from your list view of the calendar, you'll be able to see all of your today's schedule with all the different reasons for why those patients are coming in. Then also, you can, if you need to, you can send a message to the patient. So if you need them to bring in a lab order or lab result, or just general information to the patient, you can fill that out in here. Also, we have questionnaires and consent forms that can be sent to patients before they get into the office. So if you need to, you can send them questionnaires, and this will get sent to their PHR account. So if this patient does not have an email, then you won't be able to send them questionnaires. But if they do have an email set up in the system and you have these checked off, they'll automatically receive a PHR invitation and then a link to fill out these questionnaires and consent forms. If you need to, you can fill that in here, and they'll get sent email confirmations for filling out these items. So that's one type of way to schedule in the calendar. Also, for non-visit types, you can schedule other events, is what we call them. So if you want to block out each day specific times for a lunch break, or if you're going to be on leave, you can set that up. So non-patient encounters can also be set up in the calendar so that patients can't be booked at those times. And those can be set up for a specific provider or the entire practice. So you can set that up here. So once that gets confirmed, this will also be on your list view. Once all your patients are scheduled for a specific day, you can view them from the list view section. As I said before, the reason filled out for the patient coming in will be here. Visit type will be shown here. If they have a copay that you set up in the insurance section of their account, that'll be shown. And then if they have any balance due with you, that will be shown from this section. And then the resource view, this just shows where the patient, you booked them in which room. And you can start the encounter from this section.